was a huge collaboration with Red Bull. It's all about women this month. And this is the last part, and it's so sensitive. So please, the views expressed here are not the views of any of the people we're working with. All right. So you can hear the vibes in the back. We're at Times Square. It's Women's Month. A whole lot of women in here. The vibes are amazing. And ladies, happy Women's Month.
Happy Women's Month.
I feel like saying happy Young Women's Month because we're telling stories how we see it as young women, right? And our topic today, racism and colorism. Such a big topic for young individuals, but we will break it down nicely. When I start with you, Amathia, this was your idea. This was your idea. So tell us how old you are, what you do, and your name.
Okay. Hello, my name is Amathia Makubane. I am a 19-year-old psychology student. I am the founder of a women empowerment movement called Use One Spirit. And I'm so happy that everyone is able to join it. I'm 20 years old. I'm Khadija Abubakar. I study marketing in a university. And I bake cakes and cupcakes, so can't get happier than that. I'm also a cat baker on Instagram.
My name is Sia Mieza. The new name for this profound profession is called content creating. I'm a new YouTuber. My name is Sianda Mieza. I said that.
How old are you?
Sorry. So I'm a YouTuber.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. So we're still sitting at Generation Z, Generation Z, Generation Z. Yeah?
Hi guys, my name is ʻreɪsɪz. I'm 19 years of age and I'm a business owner and a fashion designer. I currently co-own a shoe cleaner service.
Nice.
And I also have my own online fashion store called I Am Azania. And yeah.
Bringing all my shoes to you.
Hi guys, my name is Zuzu Tlezungu, but people call me Zuzu. I'm 19 years old. I am a law student at Varsity College. I am a content creator and I am a director of South Africa International Pageants. As you can see, I'm the former Miss Teen South Africa International.
Hi guys, I am Sandra Makanya. I am 19 years old and I study psychology at KZN. I am a makeup artist and I have a business, Bras by Sandra, makeup company, and yeah, that's me.
So do you see how young you guys all are?
Yeah, like we're pretty young.
Like 19, the oldest here is 20,
Yeah.
right? No, you're 19.
No one's old.
No one's older than 19. So it's Generation Z.
Yes.
You guys right now are about to talk about a topic that is rather uncomfortable, and it's racism. I want to start here. Pageant queen. I want to go straight into it. You've done many pageants and now you're directing pageants. How important is the color of your skin when it's time to choose winners? We know we had the first Miss Universe who's black, Uzozibini. But for many years we didn't see a black Miss Universe.
You know, I think it just goes with the fact that all these years it's always been like people of different color that were preferred to see as the Miss Special something. And now it's like us being taken over as black skinned girls. We're showing people that we can do it too, and it's no problem in us being Miss something. Being Miss Teen International, Black Miss Teen International is really something, because when I competed in America last year, Miss Teen International, I was the only black girl in the top 10. So it was really something special.
So when it comes to the judging criteria, what do you think is unfair for black girls?
Honestly, I just think it just plays with the skin color, because I know I've competed in pageants whereby we just see like a lot of other girls with different skin color being put in higher positions, and they just like to just put the black girls just to show that, you know what, it's not just white girls winning or Indian girls winning, but there are like some black girls in there too. So it's a bit unfair, because sometimes it's like these things are just orchestrated. They're going to make it seem like, you know what, it's not something like fishy going on.
It's there.
It's there. We can see it. You know, it's a very sad thing, but it's there, and it's never going to go away.
Okay, you're a makeup artist. Do you only have black clients?
Hectic.
Straight to it. So you're a multiracial makeup artist. How did you attract other races to trust you to be ebusweni?
To be quite honest, my work speaks for itself.
Come on, down.
And my first ever non-black client, I guess, found me on Gumtree.
Wow.
And the other found me on Instagram. And then from there we spoke, and it was a booking in the drive actually, and it was a wedding. So it was people, they were colored.
Yes.
So it was my first time working with people that are black, and
Oh, you just said something there. You said they were non-black. You said they were colored. Are we saying colored is not black?
Well, I feel like colored. I feel like I don't know.
Colored is black.
Colored is black.
But they have a mixture that black people don't have.
They do
Okay,
have
what's the privilege?
It's the privilege.
These are 19-year-olds saying this, guys, not my mom.
The color of their skin shade when we talk about
Shade. So
Colorism
colorism.
I feel
is
like
a
colored people
privilege.
only want to be black when it comes to certain things.
Yes.
Like for instance, the type of hair, if they want to do braids, how now they're black. But like for instance, there was this whole even now there's this whole thing of Black Lives Matter. You don't see colored people supporting
the
other
forefront
black. You know what I'm
of
saying?
the
Like they're not doing anything.
Let's not generalize. We have to be safe.
I think
We're not generalizing.
the reality of it all is that if your skin is pigmented, you are not white.
Okay.
You are black.
Okay.
If you have melanin,
and therefore
you are
your
black.
life matters.
But everyone
I'm
has
asking.
melanin.
I'm
It's the
asking.
degree of
I'm
melanin.
asking.
But
The degree of melanin.
melanin
Okay.
that
Do
you
you
have.
think? Okay. You're fairly light skinned. Do you think that in whatever industry that she's in, that her skin tone, her lighter skin tone, or even my lighter skin tone, puts me at a particular privilege compared to a dark black girl?
Definitely.
How?
Definitely.
You're
Can I please answer that?
automatically assumed to be more beautiful than someone
Yes,
who's dark,
yes.
It
especially in
literally
beauty.
happens all the time. It literally happens all the time.
but now it's different in the modeling industry because black is more popular.
Yes.
So
Now,
And
I
I'm
find-
making, okay, let's say this.
What
Say
I
it.
say it.
You know why?
You
'Cause
notice
it's our thinking. It's how you think, and you need to own it. We're Generation Z, and we're coming for everything. Okay.
So for example, let's say it is a photo shoot, makeup brand, something.
Yes.
They could use a white person wearing a dark shade foundation, a darker shade foundation. So it's a matter of why can't you use a black person instead?
Okay.
I was gonna say that there's two opposite ends of the spectrum. You get privileges for both. Very light-skinned people have privileges, and very dark-skinned people have privileges. If you're like me and you're in the middle, your content has to speak for itself because you don't have any sort of privilege.
You know, as a light-skinned girl, sometimes I'm made to feel that I'm not black enough because I'm light.
Your life
Yes.
is.
Now, as a young Muslim girl, what cultural expectations exist? You're a baker, right? But what cultural expectations exist in your world that you feel like probably the girl next to you doesn't understand, and this is what you're actually going through, and the world actually needs to understand that as young Muslim girls, this is what's going on in our lives, and somebody wake up and change something.
It is difficult because the first thing that anybody does when you look at me is like, do you have hair? Like, is your hair long? Or do you have short hair? Do you have long hair? Like, nobody thinks that I have hair. People think I sleep with this. People think I bark. So like, no, it's also difficult because people expect more from Muslim girls because right now I'm using long sleeve clothes.
Yes.
You don't even know if I have a mark on my arm
Yes.
or anything like that. So it's difficult because many people expect a lot from Muslim girls because you can't go out doing anything you say bad.
Yes.
For example, oh, I saw that girl, oh look, she's a Muslim girl,
Yes.
she's doing this and this and this. So it's actually, people have a lot of expectations, especially from me.
Yes.
So in my business now, like, people will also be judgmental in a way because they'll be like, oh, okay, you bake that, but she's Muslim. Something is fishy over there. And yeah, so it just becomes too difficult almost. But it's also a matter of how you handle the situation as a person.
Do you identify as a black woman? And I want you to be honest, and no one else is going to judge you.
Yes, I do actually. I do. The reason being, firstly, the obvious reason is the color of my skin.
Yes.
But then now, like, if it were a different perspective, people would see me as, oh, you have Portuguese eyes. But that doesn't mean you're black, or it
Yeah.
does mean you're black. So
Yeah.
it's also different because sometimes growing up, I actually didn't know what I was. because my parents are like mixed race. Or people
So
be
what
like,
does that make me? Where do I fit in?
yeah, because it's also difficult because like people are like, oh, are you colored? But I'm like, yeah.
You're sort of like
Sometimes I'm in the middle, but then they're like, oh, you mix masala, so you would ask it with Indian mix.
How does that make you feel if someone says you're mixed masala?
It's not offensive because I'm a happy person, so I laugh all the time. But then when you really think about it, it's almost like an insult.
It's a derogatory term.
Yeah.
So I have no placement. I'm somewhere in the middle.
Don't belong. Yeah. It's almost a feeling of not belonging, which is painful to a certain extent, but I just ignore most of it. So
YouTubers, where are you? YouTubers? Okay, YouTubers. Do you think your channel attracts other races besides black?
No.
Why?
I don't think I'll attract other races besides black people because one, I sometimes use vernac, and number two, I feel as though the social issues that I will be addressing don't really affect other races. I don't think I'll be given that.
And you know what, sometimes I feel like it's actually very difficult because you know, you're in the process of recording a video, you're just like, oh my god, I must not speak vernac because I must accommodate other races. So it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Accommodating other races. What does that
Never get
mean?
It means having
Yeah.
subtitles whenever you speak in vernac because you want to
Why do you want to have subtitles?
Because you want to attract them.
You want to attract them because why?
Because you want to.
Because I want to get to the
Why
why.
isn't it enough like that black people are
No,
watching?
I agree with putting subtitles if your aim is to educate the other races and what includes them, right? So before we go, how, as a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old, how can you defeat or rather come up with solutions for racism and colorism within your own spaces? There's Black Lives Matter right now. As a 19-year-old, what can you do to play your part if you identify as black? And colorism and racism, it's vast, it's big. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not going to watch your YouTube channel and say, oh no, I'm not buying a Muslim cookie. No, you know, oh no, she's a black model. Nah, it's not my vibe. You know, how can you fix that in your own space? Then you start here.
Always talk about pageant girl. I guess I would just raise awareness about it, you know, just to grab people's attention. Because like I said, that as a pageant girl, you have a voice, and when you have this thing on, people actually listen to you. So it's more about raising awareness to make people aware that, you know what, we need to stop the racism, we need to stop the colorism, you know, because it's setting us back.
It's setting us back.
It's really setting us back, and this thing is a generational thing. It keeps going and going, and it's not stopping. But the little that I can do to make it stop, you know, would make it go, like make a long time.
And how can you stop racism, colorism, and enforcing black beauty?
Okay, I feel like just because I am a proudly black-owned business owner, I feel like people think that just because I am that, now it means that I'm pro-black and like anti-other races or whatever. So now I need to educate people and make them understand that just because I stand for black people doesn't mean that I'm against you, you know. So, and I feel like when people understand that, then that's when they'll understand. Let's get together, man. Let's get together and do this.
Let's work together. How can you fix it, practicalizing in the spaces that you are in?
As a makeup artist, I think an obvious way of getting everyone involved and just stopping this racism thing is being a multiracial makeup artist I am. So yeah, and just being, for example, if I would have a photo shoot, just to put my work out there, I'd obviously have your white models, your Indian models, all races.
Because you want to.
Because I want to, not because I have to, because I want to. We are the same.
Yes, my queen.
I have different people who I'm going to be speaking with on my YouTube channel.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You are one of the people that contribute to pop culture, that when we look back 10 years from now, and when you go and stalk yourself, and be like, oh my word, this is what was going on, and this is what I chose to speak about. That's why I'm against young people doing smash or pass.
Oh,
Can you speak about things like that impact young people's
yes,
minds?
that's exactly what I want to do.
How are you going to contribute to that?
So on every show, or rather on most of my shows, I'm going to have a guest. And that's because I don't want to attract a margin of people. I want to be taught about someone else's opinion on something. I want to interact with my audience.
Yes.
I want to be given different topics aspects and be shown different perspectives.
Yes.
I don't want to just stick to what Sia knows. So I want to attack this whole racism and colorism thing by speaking with different people. I feel as though I will break the status quo or whatever mandatory thing people have about black YouTubers and only attracting black crowds, you know? I just want people to see that there's more to do on YouTube than mukbangs and story times. And I'm not against that. Some people have amazing YouTubes, but I just want to
leave an
speak
impact
with the masses. Yes.
For me, how I tackle this is food is something that everybody can socialize with.
Yeah.
And if you're able to eat food from a black person or an Indian person or a colored person, it just brings people together. So stopping that, people can see that, oh, okay, I can eat food from this person regardless that she's black, regardless that she's Muslim, regardless that she's a woman, in fact. So I think that sharing my food with people will actually make a ton of a difference regardless of the race.
Love it. Amaka, you brought us together. No pressure, close up with the bang. How can you make sure, maybe through doing this, that as young people, we create a new narrative and how we can combat racism and colorism?
Well, to be honest, I think that us working together as a youth and including other races, like when I was organizing this thing, I honestly didn't think that I'd get like a white girl on the show because I never thought that they'd be interested in it, you know. But when I saw in the group chats, I go, this name Jodie Nell, this can't be a black person. So I think in me accommodating and not just keeping it within just black girls is me sort of saying, guys, we can come together, we can work together. It is possible.
Learn from each other.
Yeah.
Guys, that's the last part of the show. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. If you're only tuning in now, go check out part 1, part 2, part 3, as you see young women tackling really important issues.
Asamba sembili, sintomba samba sembili.